What's up, everybody, man? It's another episode of the Dee Starks Show, but we got a good one for you today. What's up, Nikiva?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, gang?
Hey, y'all, it's going down today. We got some great topics. I know y'all haven't heard from the whole crew in a long time, and the whole crew still won't be here today. Kevin's missing, but hey, we gonna get it together, guys.
We
Is
still,
Kevin
we
out of
still.
town again?
Yeah, hey, he's always traveling.
He's always gone.
He is Mr. Road Runner, so y'all don't charge it to his heart, charge it to his man. You know he got stuff to do, but we are here.
We are here.
All right, man, we're gonna go ahead and like we start every show. We're gonna start off with what's going on in social media.
What's going on in social media?
So with social media, Kenyatta, y'all got Jamie Foxx. He moved on to Chicago rehab. Let's hit that.
Oh yeah, okay. So Jamie Foxx, there were these rumors about his health condition. Quite frankly, I feel like you weren't really a Jamie Foxx fan if you didn't know how private he was about his personal life.
Period.
If you yeah, like if you ever listen to a Jamie Foxx interview, he does not ever go into detail about his past life or his personal life. Well, he goes into detail about his past life, like what he's been through as a kid, stuff like that. But he never goes into detail about like his kids, his family life, his home life, what he does in his personal time or anything like that. He just talks about what he got going on at the time. So I just felt like it wasn't any different for us to not know anything about his personal health situation.
Yes.
So there were rumors spewing around that he had a stroke or aneurysm. We're not sure if that is true, but we do know he did have a medical emergency. But his daughter did decide to jump on the internet and clear some things up because yeah, everybody was talking bad about her dad and wishing death on him. Like he was like having a near death experience. But he is in a rehab facility in Chicago currently recovering from whatever health emergency he did have. I will say, if he did have a stroke or aneurysm, rehab is not a outlandish thing that happens.
Right.
Like, yeah, how bad strokes and aneurysms can affect your health or like just your body in general. You have to go to rehab to regain strength.
It's definitely
Or
not taboo.
yeah, it's not at all. So I want everybody to stop running around with those thoughts like, oh, he she said he was out of the hospital. She didn't say that he was at home. He's at a rehab facility, supposedly, quote unquote. We still don't know. And at the end of the day, we're not entitled to that information. So we're just gonna keep minding our business.
Yep.
We're gonna keep managing on our business, and then also with our social media topics. Kenyatta, we want to touch bases on the Beyonce and Jay-Z. I don't know if we fact checked that, but there was something that was in the news, so let's touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, so there was this article that was being spread around that Jay-Z and Beyonce have purchased a home, the most expensive home, quote unquote, in
Chicago. I mean California. My bad.
California.
Hey, we lost our audio.
Oh well, I'm gonna pick up what Kenyatta left out just so we can keep it going. So there was where Beyonce and Jay-Z, quote unquote, had purchased the most expensive home in California for 200 million. Now we know there could be and there may be houses, homes, and things that's on the market for more than $200 million, but this is what the media is telling us. We are never said to we'll be publishing or saying was to be factual and 100% true. But hey, this is what the shade room is saying. This is what all the blogs are saying that Chicago's I'm sorry, not Chicago's, that was Jamie Foxx. But Beyonce, I'm like, trying to keep on top of it. But Beyonce and Jay-Z, they have bought the most expensive house in California, which ranked at a whole $200 million, and that they had purchased it. When I looked at the home on the shade room, to me from the out, because they did not show the inside. They did not show the architect from the inside, but they did show the architect from the outside. It was surrounded by big bodies of water, very much land, very much acres, a lot of drive up space. So we don't know how many acres and how much land that was supposed to be, but if this is something that Jay-Z and Beyonce did, this is nothing that is like taboo for them. Like they're known for being the best of the best, giving the best of the best, and doing the best of the best. So if our good people, Jay-Z and Beyonce, say, hey, we're gonna purchase the most expensive home, because we could be misquoting, who knows? But 200 million is what they're giving on the shade room on our other blogs, and if it's more, we'll figure out. But right now, 200 million is what we got. If that's what they're giving, that's what Beyonce and Jay-Z are buying, and we know they have the money to do so. So that's a $200 million home bought with Jay-Z and Beyonce's money.
So what I did look up was, we know Beyonce and Jay-Z got it. $200 million.
We know they got it.
We know they got it. But what I did look up is that was not the most expensive home in California. So we needed to clarify. Yeah, it was really up in the air on, like, was that the most expensive home on the market at the time in California?
Or purchase.
Or purchase. Because
correct.
The most expensive home in California is actually $295 million, and it's owned by the Disney CEO. So we'll continue to, do some digging on that. But I mean, hey, congratulations to them, because 200 mil drop on a house is absolutely a blessing. Yeah, and we love Beyonce. So this is
what
a
you gonna
Beyonce
do with a $200 million house though?
No,
it's 300,000.
But when you look at the home, so when I'm looking at the shade room, and I'm looking at these other blogs, I'm looking where they posted the actual home. To me, on the outside, the home does not look $200 million. But hey, I don't have a $200 million eye. You know what I mean? Like,
but houses in Cali are going, like, a regular home on, like, a corner lot in a busy neighborhood in Cali, it's going for like $400,000.
So can we really say, like, this is the most grand home, or is
no?
It just
but
like
we'll
an
probably say it's the most
home?
Yeah, we'll say it's the most expensive, because the housing market in California is ass.
Period.
Like, it's absolutely terrible, and so I don't think that's a lot. That's a lot for that house, but I don't think it's worth probably that.
Well, looking at the architecture of the house does look like kind of familiar to me. I don't know where I may have seen the architectural done, or maybe that same type of like layout done, but it is surrounded by great bodies of water. It is surrounded by a lot of acres of land, and also a lot of driveway land, like lots and lots of driveway, lots and lots of acres, and lots of water. So that could have to do with the property value. We're not sure. And our social media experts, Kenyatta and Calvin, they're checking that. But right now, we're seeing that we're not sure, but that's what the people are saying, and we're going with what the people are saying. So hey, it looks like Beyonce and Jay-Z have purchased the most expensive home. We'll see about that. So next show we'll touch topics on that.
Yeah, we'll touch base on that. But hey, the way her concert tickets is selling, they can afford it.
Okay.
Okay. But what's next on the agenda, guys?
It looks like for social media, we're also going to talk about, we talked about Jamie Foxx, Beyonce, and then do we have our sports person online?
Oh no, he was unable to make it, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about what we was
Well, we can still have our sports topic about
Lakers in 6. That's all I got to say.
Oh my gosh, she's like such a fake junkie.
Wait, whatever. 6, don't count my team out.
So, am I saying his name right? John Morant. Okay, so Jordan, I hear you. Period.
Yeah, I was struggling, but I'm in here now.
Jordan is here touching down. We're talking about sports and social media outlets. So we have John Morant and his guilty gun activity. So what do you guys have to think about that?
Hey, I'm saying,
I'll let Jordan go first.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Hey, I think, man, really, he do need to be more responsible. Obviously, he didn't do nothing illegal. That's how major corporations. You can't be cutting up on their time and thinking that they're not gonna say nothing.
Can't be cutting up on no people's time.
That's
you can't.
Kenyatta, what you got to say?
I agree with Jordan on that topic. I feel like it's very immature, and it's very what do you want to call it, blanket minded to do that. I feel like I'm a big Nike fan, so just even the fact that he has a Nike partnership and a Nike deal, that just was not smart. They let you slide once and just, sucked it up as he's young. Let's get him the help that he needs to understand that wasn't a smart decision, etc. And I also just feel like, as a black man that's in the spotlight, that is just not smart. And people honestly have been on social media comparing him to other athletes holding guns. The only difference that I will say is that they were holding guns like at gun ranges, or like in their home just holding it for a picture. That's not what he has been caught doing. He has been caught in public places waving guns around in the presence of other people, which can pose a threat. I just don't think it's smart. I feel like anytime it's kind of like men or niggas that get on Snapchat and they gotta get on there rapping and holding their gun and toting it at the dang on phone. That's not classy. That's not cute. It don't really get you nowhere. It just gets you seen as what they think we are anyway. So it's just not a good look. But what I will chalk it up as, he is a very young athlete. All of that fame and all of that attention, they feel like they're untouchable and that they could do what they want. But I really do think that the internet has a hand in his downfall, because if nobody was talking about it, like older athletes that did all this wild stuff, like Allen Iverson and all of those people, Paul Pierce, when they was doing wild stuff, it was in the tabloids for like maybe a week, and that was it. It was done over with. No more conversation
Well,
about
let
it.
me say this.
Now,
Whatever. You guys here with me? Can you hear me?
yeah.
You
All
still
right.
with us?
So one thing that we talked about off air was like, okay, so if, I'm giving an analogy. If I work for a top 10 corporation and one of their bylaws in my contract was that like, hey, I cannot fraternize with any of my coworkers, meaning that I cannot sleep, have sex with, be in an emotional or a physical relationship with these coworkers. No, it's not illegal. No, it's not per se not moral. But this is the layout that this company has given me, and if I'm going to sign with this company, if I'm going to be or work for this company, I have to go by their morals and their morale. So with that being said, just to compare that to such, if I cannot sleep with somebody that's on my team because that's a bad look for the company, I cannot also wave a gun because that's a bad look for the company. It's really about whatever and whoever you sign with. Now I would the benefit of the doubt in my opinion that, hey, he's young, he may have made a mistake in the past, but I think that he
Nah.
had got from the past and then how stuff had went, it's like, okay, even if you have these, if you're not the one recording yourself or there are people recording you, are these dogs? Because like they know all the backlash and all the money that it costs you and all the
But that's the thing, though. He literally But I think that's the thing. His friend, as soon as the friend saw him pull that gun out, he tried to put the phone down, but we had already saw it was already recorded. So I think his friend didn't even know he was gonna do that because the gun wasn't out before that. He pulled it out once he noticed the dude was recording.
Yeah.
So
I
I think
mean,
his friends is also like, dude, what is you doing?
you're right.
Like,
You're
you
right.
feel me?
You're
So
right.
I think in this situation, even in the club, can't nobody control no grown man. So yes, your friends should not be promoting you to do that, but I don't like the justification or the analogies that people are coming up with, like, oh, it's the people around him, it's the people around him. The people around him could be telling him don't do that shit, and he just feels like he's above and bigger than them, and he gonna do what he want to do.
I
so
think
y'all know,
that
I'm
Nakiva
sorry,
right. I
Jordan.
think that but I think that every workplace, every building has a code of conduct. And you have to it is what it is, just like when you drive in a car, it's a code of conduct. You can't be swerving through traffic and driving on the other side of the street. It's a code of conduct everywhere. So if the NBA got a code of conduct, which John Moran probably signed, yo, be for real.
That's it. It's
Yep.
just ignorant.
Be
It's
for
just flat
real.
out ignorant at that point. You just risking your job. You risking everything at that point.
Yep.
So I definitely agree with all parts of what's being said. I hope that he learns from this situation, because I think Adam Silver, isn't that his name, the NBA commissioner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on one of the ESPN shows and said, like, the first time they gave him the benefit of the doubt, he said he was actually quite shocked to see it a second time. He was like, no way, like, we just had
Ain't no way, but
yeah, like there's no and to add sugar to the whole conversation, he said it in the most politically correct way. But I know his head is like, ain't no way in hell we just had this conversation with this boy and cut him some slack.
I
And he
just
turned around,
told yeah.
yeah,
Just told that. You know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
told this man not to do this shit again. And then it's like, at what point, what do you do now? Do we keep slapping you on the wrist? Because you got to think about it, like the
They finna
NBA
hit his
does a
pocket.
lot of community service stuff too, and that's not a good look. Where all of these school shootings and like just shootings in general amongst the black community and other communities, that you're waving a gun around for no reason. You don't even need one. You go for security.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
just
it is
ignorant.
crazy.
Like, it's just ignorant. It's just ignorant. But moving on. Jordan, we had the topic of the day. What was the topic of the day?
Man, should your ex be able to come to barbecues and all this stuff? Because I'm looking at it like this, man. You don't divorce everybody in the family, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't break up with everybody in the family. So
Mm-hmm.
since y'all still cool, is it cool for you still to come to family events?
What's your thoughts, D?
See, hey, I look at it two type. Hey, it's one of these bias things again. Because if it was wifey, hell no. Hey, your dude on, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
But
exactly.
but I'm just looking at it like this too, though. I'm like, shit, I may just had a friend or something, you know what I'm saying? And we just friends, you know what I'm saying? You just female friend now. But
I understand that aspect. Because I am the ex that be at the barbecues and parties and shit. I can't relate. Cause I wish a nigga would tell me I can't come somewhere. No, I'm kidding. But it's one of those things of like, if you don't want your family, because people establish genuine relationships with your significant other. So if you don't want them to have genuine relationship, that surpasses your relationship with that person, then I would say don't bring them around your family, because that's not fair that your family established that connection with them, and then because y'all broke up, you could never see that person again. You can't invite them to important stuff, or continue to have a relationship with them. It's very adolescent, to be honest, because if you over that person, then you really just don't care. But if the breakup ended badly, I totally understand. But again, you kind of can't tell people how to react, but your family should ride or die with you if it was something bad. But if y'all just broke up because it just didn't work out, then I don't understand why they can't come. And if they can't come because you scared you in a new relationship and they gonna fuck it up because you're gonna see her and be like, yeah, I'm trying to spin the block, then that's your fault. She ain't coming to blow the spot up. You blowing your own spot up.
shit, hey. What you
So
think,
I don't
Joe?
know.
Hey man, listen. I think that whole dynamic between you having like another person that you gonna deal with, like once you have moved on in the relationship and your people still want to talk to your people, that's on them on their time. Like you feel me? Like that's cool, but I think why is it really a big deal? You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, we all three friends, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then boom, Kenyatta have a falling out with you, D, and she don't fool with you no more. And then boom, nah, she like, oh nah, don't mess with D no more. You feel me? That's kind of like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Well, come on.
Like, who you gonna pick and choose to come? Because at this point,
Yeah, you feel me? Cause
you
what
like
if they cooler than your family member?
But
exactly.
but
So what if they
should you
like
ask?
you more than your family like you? You gonna be
What?
left out of the family barbecue.
Wow.
And that's only coming from a perspective that like my dad and my mom were like that, because my dad and my grandmother had a genuine like father mother relationship. So like even till now, like my dad still comes to family stuff. So I feel like if you're not a man that's securing yourself, you're gonna be intimidated that my dad is at things.
But
Or
but I'm saying now in a different matter, y'all got he got kids with that woman.
yeah,
You
if
know
it's
what I'm
just
saying?
a situation that y'all just broke up, then I mean still. If your significant other not securing themselves and they bothered by your ex being around, you got other issues to be worried about right now.
So are we talking about the topic on exes being around after a breakup?
Yeah.
Yep. What's your thoughts, Kiva?
Okay, I'm sorry guys. You guys know my Wi-Fi is ass. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so let me go ahead and go through this before my shit break up. Well, I've been the product of a relationship that has went sour and has still been invited to many um things that have been outside the family, such as like kickbacks, um holiday functions and things like that. And I think it's just you need to ask the family, like ask that person how do they feel about it. Like, yes, you're used to this person being there, but it doesn't make any sense if we come there and then me and that person are on like weird terms because we know how to feel about each other. because we're not on good terms, but the family wants us to be there. Yes, it's a great gesture for the kid. Yes, it's a great gesture for family, but just touch bases with both parties and see how they feel. I think it all just depends on where and how that family lands on what they do and how they do with each other, and making sure that everybody's comfortable. When I say everybody, I mean the man, the father, the boyfriend, whoever he is, also, making sure that we land correctly.
And the young lady that brought this question to me, she didn't have time to write an email in. And the situation behind it is, they was going to get married, and both of them are in the wedding, but they're not together anymore. You know what I'm saying? And they still cool and stuff. So, we talked about it a little while we was on break or whatever. Then she's just like torn between of it. She like, hey, look, she's still cool with the with its ex.
Well, Calvin, I would say the same thing. Like when me and my baby father broke up, I was not like really beefing with his family. Me and his family wasn't like really disconnected because we've always been, even when we were off and on, we were very family oriented. So meaning like we were having like family picnics together. My daughter was coming. I was helping set up things because he didn't have a other woman also. So I think that's different when you have a other woman.
Hey, Nikki, you better get the lawsuit papers. You called me Captain.
You did call him
Oh,
Calvin.
but I always call D Calvin because
That bitch
Calvin
said
never here, and
lawsuit
I want to
papers.
say his name. I always call D Calvin. You know what? I don't know if he's putting on his skirt right now or what, but it's kind of like giving that vibe. So whatever. But sorry. Sorry, Calvin. I had to make
That's
my
funny.
joke. I had to come back with it. But what I was saying was, it just really depends on the family dynamic because although like me and my baby father wasn't never like really super close, we always was like super chill. So like
Yeah.
if they had like a family picnic, like I'm coming, me and him don't necessarily interact a lot. But like I'm there, with the nieces, the nephew, everybody. It's just like it's a sense of family, it's a sense of value. But I also think that they need to get the other person's perspective before inviting that person. Hey, maybe they want to know, like, if my little brother or my cousin or my uncle was bringing some, excuse my language, or some hoes through, I might want to see what they about. But
Hey,
if my
so
baby mamas is there, or my baby, my baby moms is there, it's kind of weird because I don't want to disrespect her.
she kick them out the wedding because they ain't together no more.
No.
They already had plans.
Yeah, I mean,
What if
wait,
they
what
try to
Because a
kill
relationship
her?
are
man.
they in? Like, what's the relation? Like,
Yeah,
what?
the relation is that y'all have a kid together, but at some point you have to understand either a woman as a man. All right, I'm gonna start seeing this when I'm gonna start scaling back because the family doesn't understand that me and him are over. I'm dating
Mm-hmm.
other people, he's dating other people, and he may want to see other people just as well as I may want to see other people. So
Well,
yeah,
Dee was
I
saying
will
about
send
this
my child,
girl.
but
Dee
I
was
won't
saying
I won't
about the
participate.
girl that asked the question about should she drop out the wedding. I was asking, what's the relation to her being in the wedding? Like, did they have a mutual
I'm
friend?
not dropping out of no wedding because if I'm in a
But
wedding, that mean that person fuck with me. I'm not
Yeah.
dropping out of nobody wedding because I fuck with weddings. I feel like if you put me in your wedding, that mean that you fuck with me on the sense that you want me to be in your wedding because you not only feel like a sense of
but
security,
she
love,
torn.
and purpose in me,
But she
but a
torn
sense of
between the.
family. So unless there's a
But
really
who's
big
the wedding for,
reason,
Dee?
It's her sister. I'm
right?
saying so. The
Her
boyfriend was.
sister's wedding?
Yeah, yeah. The boyfriend was in the
Oh,
wedding.
hell
So
no. If it's him, if he's not related to them, then he gotta go if it's uncomfortable.
I'm
hey, but at the
guessing.
end of the day,
No,
they had already
Kenyatta,
made
I'm
plans.
guessing he's related. Maybe it's like a cousin, auntie, or
No, they
sister-in-law,
weren't
whatever. But
related.
he.
They was dating.
No,
They was
they were
dating.
dating, so they was in the wedding
Damn.
together as a couple.
Wait,
Like,
what?
But hey, sometimes
I
you
know
gotta.
this
Hey,
person
come on
because of
now.
me is what I'm thinking. Like, this person because of me.
it's her wait, Kiva, it's her sister's wedding, but when they were together, her sister's planning the wedding. They both supposed to be in it. He's supposed to be a groomsman and she's supposed to be a bridesmaid.
Right.
Now they're
Oh.
not together, so she's trying to figure out should she back out of her own sister's
No, you
wedding.
don't.
No, she
Absolutely not.
goofy. Goofy.
Absolutely not.
No.
First of all, if we can't coexist for my sister's wedding, then you don't need to be in it. Period.
Yeah.
I'm not the
Yeah.
negotiable. You are.
But it shouldn't be an issue at all. I'm saying if both of them should be big for the date to make sure her sister's happy.
Yeah, it's not about them. It's not about y'all. So if y'all can't put y'all differences aside for the sake of her wedding, then dude don't need to be in it because her sister shouldn't be the variable or the negotiable.
Dude say y'all bought his tux.
Sucks. Well, y'all need to be cordial then.
Oh
That's
shit.
funny. That bitch
They
say
need
I
to be
already bought
cordial
a
then.
tux.
That's the only way around it, to be honest. Or he needs to return his tux. Because I'll be damned if I drop out my sister's wedding because my ex got an issue with me being in my sister's wedding. What?
Yeah, nah.
I really wanted her to put the letter together, man. Hey, she was talking to me so much and she kept going at me. I ain't gonna share her name, but she kept talking. I'm like, man, you just need to put this in email.
Email it. No, but if you listening, don't drop out your sister's wedding, girl. Make him return his tux if y'all can't be cordial, but it's not about y'all. It's about your sister.
Yeah, nah, don't leave your sister wedding because the divide between you and your sister.
Yeah.
Just like you fucking up the whole future family you could have had with your in-laws and everything.
I'm saying, like, oh no. I don't even know why that was ever even a question.
Yeah, but you know.
But it's about everybody being secure in the situation. It's not about us. This is my sister's wedding. If you can't be cordial, then you need to drop out the wedding because this is my family. Period.
100.
So next topic. What were we talking about? In the music, Freddie Gibbs had
my God.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. Good old Freddie Gibbs from the G. Freddie Gibbs had a porn star girlfriend. I'm not gonna say her name because I just feel like it's not worth it. But he had a porn star girlfriend, and she was a porn star when they got together. She went on a Twitter rant, exposing all of their text messages because she is currently pregnant. And he is not being an active father like he said he was going to be. So the nature of the text messages were, while they were dating, he kept telling her how much he loved her. They spent ample time together. And then he started talking about wanting to build a family with her and have a baby. And then lo and behold, she got pregnant and it was a total script flip.
Hey, real talk though, not trying to down the fellas, dog, but y'all, half of the
gotta do better.
Gotta do better. But he don't even care, honestly. Like, he hasn't said a word about her. Like, he even when he did an interview, he had like the utmost respect. He just was like, it is what it is, basically. But the reality of it is that I don't understand why you hooping and hollering and crying when I tell women this all the time. Don't ever be the fourth or fifth baby mama. Because what happened to the first three? It's the common denominator is this man. You can't tell me you came across 3 trash bag women that you couldn't be with, but you impregnated them, and now you just the good guy, and you looking for your fourth runner. No, that ain't never the case. So if he wasn't doing and being for his other kids, and in one of the text messages he talking about, well, I just don't think this is the right time in life to be doing that because it's already a struggle getting my other 3. Huh? I'm sorry. To the clinic.
But once again, I blame the woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen to that game.
Parts.
You listen to that game, and you ain't protecting yourself.
Yeah,
the game,
protect yourself at all
it sounds so good. So, hey, you just drop off on. Boom.
Nothing about that sounds good. Nothing about being a fourth baby mama sounds great.
Yeah, no.
Whatsoever. The second is pushing it. But I'll give you that because you probably made a mistake the first time and you trying to get it right the second time. But if you the third, fourth, baby, listen. Sorry. Your value.
Y'all heard it from Kiana.
Your value.
Hey, Joy, you didn't even have to say it this time, boy.
Yeah, but be for real, bro.
Be for real. So he's that's been currently trending, and then the other part, which is the double whammy to her being a porn star, she is still actively working while pregnant. So she recently had a feature on one of the Bang Bro episodes. Y'all ever watch Bang Bro? You know what I'm talking about. But so people are talking about her for still still participating in the career choice that she made while she's pregnant with someone else's child. Most people are saying, well, Freddie Gibbs knew what the fuck she was doing when he met her, so why would she stop? Me, I don't really know what to say about that. I don't know what the porn star bylaws are, or like when you stop doing that shit, or what is your like, what won't you do? But it's just a little wild, and no judgment, because hey, get your money, but she should have never put that shit on the internet. For what? What did you want us to say? Exactly. That's I don't support men, neglecting women, but like, it's Freddie Gibbs. He got beat up in public.
Yeah,
Like
that is
months.
tough.
Hey,
Academics was really on his heels, boy.
He was for days and nights about it. And you still chose to have a baby with this bald head peanut man. I don't understand. It
hey,
just ain't giving what it's supposed to give.
well, hey, y'all listened to another podcast today, right? And they was talking about the Chris Brown and the Usher situation.
Yeah.
And so
Oh.
so I was listening, and when they got into it, they were like, and this question for you, Jordan, because Kevin ain't on this. But how do you feel somebody hire a dude to sing "Happy Birthday" to you?
Uh
I, hey man, let me tell you something. We went out for my birthday this year, earlier this year, and
You
I
sending
did
it to
not want them folks to sing to me at all, but I did not want the folks to
so what
sing to
is that
me
about? Because I was listening to that earlier, but I don't understand why men don't like people to
But I'm
sing
saying
happy
no.
because
birthday
we
that
don't
often.
crave attention like shorties crave attention, bro. Like I don't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I
no,
don't.
but I get their point though. I'm saying, I'm my homies singing because we all in the group. That's fine. But they went out here and paid for this guy, us,
Oh.
for Chris Brown.
What?
Come on now,
Yeah, Usher. So Usher did that surprise party for Chris Brown. Remember we talked about
and
that on the
singing.
last
Him and Mario
episode.
out there singing "Happy
Mario
Birthday."
came out and sang happy birthday. But my thing is, well, we gotta look at it a little different because if that's his homeboy, like his homeboys is singing happy birthday to him and they just so happen to be, you know what I'm saying, colleagues.
Hey
Like they
Joy,
got the same profession.
get me a card, my bro. Don't do all the singing, dog.
Man,
Yeah,
but
it just
I
a
ain't
lot.
finna sing to nobody on it. Even when I be at like office parties and shit, and they be like, "Okay, we gotta sing." I barely be singing, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just not a thing.
Men have it's this list on Twitter and it's like things that men can't do. And I swear it has like over it just people add to it every day and it's like 150 things at this point.
Hmm.
And it's really funny because men are really saying like, yeah, we don't do that. And I just be like, do y'all live and breathe? Like y'all can't do shit.
Nah, we can't.
That's
This
wow.
this
I
this is
feel
y'all
so sorry
internet
for
for y'all.
y'all.
These standards set by shorties like, oh yeah, if you order a margarita, you can use zesty.
Right?
That's zesty. Oh my god.
Hey,
Not that
dude,
word.
imagine a dude at the bar, sucking out a straw in a beer with a beer. What
Yeah,
you
nah,
think about?
hell
Come on
no.
now.
Yeah, nah.
Certain things you can't do.
Yeah, that dude looks suspicious. Sounds suspicious too.
You breaking the man law. Like them easy y'all were eating last week, George.
Yeah, but it's a shit, but you was not catching me eating no glizzy. Yeah, but them boys is really tearing them glizzies up, but it's crazy.
It was swallowing the bitch, wasn't
What?
it?
Real deal Holyfield, like really getting busy, bro. Shit was
Hey
crazy.
y'all, that was what we recorded after dark last week, right, man. These cats, man. We listen to the show, we ain't talk about you, okay? We just keep it real. But them boys came through and cleared up. I ain't had no leftovers, man. Long
Nothing.
story, long story short, after we recorded after dark and played cards, where we had to end up at, Jordan?
Waffle House, boy. Straight to Waffle House.
When I said them cats ate the food, boy, look at here.
Hey,
Whew.
what food?
And y'all boys, if y'all listening, y'all know who y'all are.
You know who you are. Hey, Jordan,
What?
but you did your thing. Jordan, you did your thing on the grill, though.
Oh, I appreciate you.
Hey,
We
so you grilling every time we get together.
Yep.
come on, let's do it.
That's Jordan's role now.
Come on, let's do it. I'm with
Y'all
it.
want to hear some stuff on this list of men things that men can't do?
Come
Yep.
on, what you got?
Wait in line for croissants.
What?
You
Yeah.
ain't that serious.
Apparently
I
y'all
feel.
not allowed to do that, Zesty. You can't drink margaritas.
Yeah, I said that.
You can't drink a margarita?
Not in
Nope.
public.
Yeah, exactly. You better not get caught
What?
out.
It's known as a female drink.
You can't okay, wait. You can't want to be texted or called first.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
We gotta demonstrate that we call first and text first all the time. A lot of the time.
You can't ride you can't give other men rides to work.
I don't know about
I
that
don't know
one
about
though.
that one today. Now, if you
Come on,
strip,
I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. But
What's this other one? Not pay for all her friends. Now that's cap.
Oh yeah, nah, you trip. But hey, you know what's crazy, bro? When you say that, me and Jada was out in Orland the other day, and we was at the Bonefish Grill. She wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory, but I wanted Bonefish Grill. So we went to Bonefish Grill. And
Of course y'all did.
bruh, I overheard a couple.
He wrote that shit down, did he?
He had to. But
Nah,
I
I
wanted
didn't.
Bonefish Grill, and
But
that's
I
what
wanted
we
Bonefish
got.
Grill. So but it was a couple there, and then Shorty was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gonna pay for all 15 of my friends at STK?" What?
Fuck. I wouldn't
What?
even expect first of all, inflation. First of all, the cost of living is out the ass, and most of these men ain't making over $100,000 a year. So, in what world? It's because of social media. Social media sees like all of these real extravagant birthday parties and birthday dinners set up for all of these celebrities and rapper baby mamas, and they feel like they have to
Rapper
live
baby
like
mama.
that.
Hey,
I
but
mean,
didn't
that's
that
what
happen one
it
time?
is.
I feel like we talked about that last year. A lady did that in the restaurant.
That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, she was mad that her boyfriend didn't pay for her friends.
Oh yeah,
My thing
Kevin
is
went the
this:
hell off.
when you go out, like when you go out with your friends, you know what caliber your friends are. So if your friends is expecting for your dude to pay, that is outrageous. Unless y'all have already done that before, and like that's just what y'all men do for y'all when y'all plan birthday dinners. But I just think that's just not appropriate and that's not fair. For one, for two, my man ain't paying for all of y'all. We got shit to do after dinner. Like, go buy me something nice. We ain't finna spend all this bread on y'all. It's my birthday. That's ass backwards. And so I think somebody else said, like, if you invite me to your birthday dinner and I gotta pay, I'm not coming. If you gotta pay to come celebrate my birthday, to celebrate me, you could at least pay for yourself. I ain't asked for a gift.
And you know what's crazy, bro? On my birthday, when I took people out, I did pay, just because I'm like, I asked y'all to be here, and I know y'all probably broke, so.
Yeah, I don't invite broke people out.
But my
That's why
thing
I'm
is
glad we
though,
all got money.
I feel that, but my thing is though, if you see the ticket is at 200, even though you told me, D, I got it. Well, if I see the ticket 200, yeah, my dog said you got it, but shit, let me give him some on it. Even though you
That's
say you
Yeah.
got it.
courtesy. And then
Yeah.
again, people don't know etiquette when they go out to eat either. If you plan on somebody else paying for you, don't get the most expensive steak on the menu
Yeah,
That's true.
by the same shit you would have got.
that you would have got with your own money. So if all you was finna get was some buffalo wings, then get some buffalo wings. And don't add the fries, because you was not gonna get the fries to add on to that.
She said, "Don't add the fries."
I be tired of
Yeah,
folks
you
putting
wild.
outside their means on other people's dimes. Don't do that. Like, even I practice that etiquette even when I go on a first date, because you just never know. So it's like,
A big get up and leave or his card declined. Now you want to
I'm
order all that
saying,
shit.
because I didn't order all it. Like, I know some women that'll get anything they want on the first date. Like, they'll order everything off the menu that they want, and sure enough, the guy can pay for it. But I just feel like that's not a good look, because my thing is that you just establishing that this is what you expect moving forward every time. You're not being reasonable, especially when you dating these, like, you're dating average men. You're not dating like multi-millionaire men. Like, come
And
on now.
you know the most fucked up part on that, Kiana?
What?
Yeah, the nigga don't get none.
Don't get none.
Boy, look at I'm like, boy, you don't spend 200.
Now,
You
if
got
he
leftovers
tell
and
me I can
everything.
get whatever I want, most men give the idea or the gesture before you even get to ordering. Like, you can get whatever you want. Okay, cool, bet. I'm probably finna order the steak that I normally would get, because I'm not finna get nothing I wouldn't normally get myself. I'm about to get the steak I like and the side that I like. But if it's like, if he asks me like, what am I getting? 9 times out of 10, I feel like that's me and calculating stuff in their head. So now they not finna get what they usually get, because they need to keep the bill at a certain amount. And that's just being courteous, I feel like.
Why you going out broke? I ain't even asked you to go out to dinner
I
knowing I
don't
ain't
think they
got it.
be going out broke, but it's okay for people to have budgets. Like, if you're going to Ruth Chris is not super expensive. It's not a super expensive steakhouse. It's steakhouse. It's a way more expensive steakhouse than Ruth Chris. But you're still gonna spend at least 200 if y'all both getting steaks. So if you plan to get that, but say she ordered like 3 drinks, because they drinks not big. They drinks is pretty small. So I mean, to get a buzz, you really do got to get like 2 or 3. But say she got 3 drinks, and that shot your budget over the like a $50, $60 more than what you was expecting to spend. You probably not finna get that steak. You probably just gonna get the lamb chop or something. You probably gonna just dial it down a little bit.
If
But
you
that's
got budget,
okay.
if you got budget, don't come chill with us, cause shit. We was out in California, Chicago, and here in Cincinnati, man. We didn't care about no budget. We just did what we had to do.
Listen, that's
Tell him.
why I'm gonna start going out with y'all, because I heard y'all had a time. I was so sad I couldn't go.
Yeah, that's Hey, Joe, we should have made us a video.
Y'all really should have made a TikTok.
Yeah, we should have.
But
You
Jordan's not.
know,
Jordan ain't recording nothing.
But now we
nah,
had
I'm
runaway
not doing
food.
no TikTok.
We had runaway food.
Y'all had runaway food.
Yeah, the fastest joint got off the grill, it was gone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. That bit didn't last
Y'all
no
are
time.
funny as hell. Tell me it didn't last no time.
Nah,
Well, I'm
for
glad
real,
y'all
bro.
had a
As
good
soon as
time.
niggas found out that the food was right there, it was like, oh shit.
You
Hey,
talking about
Y'all
we
to
went
see
to
what it's talking
Cincy?
about. Yeah, when I
fuck
was
out,
in
hey,
Cincinnati.
they like
That
fuck
is
out the
insane.
door.
That is insane. But I'm glad you guys had a great day. That's really good. We got more to come though. The gang is gonna be linking up, guys, and we're gonna start recording live together so that you guys can see the faces behind the voices. So we getting some great things in line for our listeners. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yep, Cincinnati. I guess we agreed on in July we're gonna be feeding the homeless or some kind of
Mm-hmm.
bag. So we're gonna be giving back to the community. So if you're listening in Cincinnati, we're gonna give dates soon, but we're gonna be kicking the homeless thing off here in Cincinnati.
Absolutely, got to get back to the community. I'm really excited for that project. And what else did we have anything else on the agenda, guys?
We had news, but
Um,
I think the hurricane not the keeper sitting it out.
that bitch said the
Ah,
hurricane.
the
Where's she
hurricane.
at?
Come on, where is she at? Where is she at? Look, she gonna get on y'all head when she hear the show.
For real.
You know, y'all playing with her like that.
Hmm.
But I think that personally, everything that's going on in the world right now, I feel like I don't know. Do y'all feel like the world getting any better? I don't think it's getting no better. I think it's
Now it's
getting
coming
increasing.
to the end, bro. I'm telling you. It's
To
finna
the
end
Thanks,
end.
soon.
Jordan. We had hope a little bit.
Y'all lived y'all lives how y'all want.
You saw the best.
Yeah. Wait,
He's all the best.
did y'all see this post that said, "Is Take Me to the King a suicide song?"
What?
Swear, when I tell you, I felt like I was high reading this. I'm like, there is no way that I never thought about it that way. And it was like, think about it. Take me to the king.
I want to see the king, but not right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, bro, we just be singing shit because, like, I don't think that Tamala Man thought that's what she was saying when she sang that song. But if you
You
break
say
it
you shit
down,
hard.
you talking about "Take Me to the King" sound like you trying to escalate your way out of here.
She going
I
to pull that
know.
shit.
No, you got to reevaluate these lyrics because I ain't trying to go no time soon.
For real.
Not trying to meet the king no time soon.
Yeah, that's funny you broke that song down like though.
That is crazy, bro.
That is nuts, ain't it? It was like this song about suicide. I'm like, no, y'all did not a gospel song. And then when I saw the comments, I was like, yeah, y'all be smoking a little too much for me. Cause that was nothing but some high thoughts right there. Cause I was like, yeah, y'all got a good point. Y'all got a good point. But
Nah, that is crazy.
other than that, I think this is a great show, guys. I want to send us out.
One more thing, man. Hey, it's a Leo thing going down in August.
Woo!
Hey, y'all, we're gonna be down in Orlando with our families, having a good time.
Yes.
If you got the bread, come to Universal Studios. There will be, but it's Leo baby.
We got 3 Leos on the show. It's me, Kiva, and Dee. And it's about to be a situation all August. I'm excited. All August. And we're gonna be in Orlando with our like Dee said, with our families at the beginning of August. And then I'm sure that we're gonna do something again in August.
Yeah. Hey, they come to Cincy
Yeah.
in the backyard, big cookout.
Yeah, we gotta go to Cincy. So we're gonna be all over the map, y'all. Catch us if you can.
Yeah. All right, Joe, you have anything you want to add?
Nah, man, I think this was a great show, and man, let's check us out. We finna start going on tour, baby. We might be in your city next.
We on tour.
Yeah.
Got
All right,
outside boys.
All right, guys, we out.
We out.
out.